presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive in the Super Bowl.
Alert! Alert!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg, Ward. That's to the tight end Helm. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. To throw is Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Lockhart. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lockhart. And good run running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And, Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Roll! Get it! Wrap up!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Hey,
3rd and 9 here.
Check that. Let's go. Hey,
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Johnson to return it. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Back to throw. Skinner. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Ward. That's complete to DK. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Get it! Cowboy 80!
Ward. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
19, Charger, 19.
Now Ward. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tennessee.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go play action with Ward. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
Come on.
To the air again, Ward. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Elijah Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have regained the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Lockhart trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Skinner. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Operating from the gun. Skinner. That's to his running back. Complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. It's Ward. That'll be caught right side by Reed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ward now working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Johnson on the return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Skinner. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run on first down. Lockhart. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First down. Lockhart. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hamilton. Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
10 yards on the
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down and inches. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a pickup of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Lockhart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when they...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Titans 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Titans now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Finds through and now a crease. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Off the play fake, Ward. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That upper man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw, here's Ward. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Able to avoid him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
11 on the play. And the Titans' 1st down.
Throwing now, Ward. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ward off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Cut up! Cut up! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
To throw is Ward. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. More. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Sergeant.
Back to throw. Moore. He hits Moore on the screen. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Patterson's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out.
And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down. Skinner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go. 72.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And quickly, they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And that is incomplete. So halftime now. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lockhart. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Lockhart. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Skinner. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gonzalez. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion left, that's Reed. Ward. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lockhart. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Operating from the gun. Skinner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready? 60 Bison, 65.
Back to throw. Skinner. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hey,
second and 6.
28-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Lions.
Throwing is Ward. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's complete to DK. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Titans.
Let's go. Let's go. Panthers 6. Ready, right?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey,
Here's Ward.
Check that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Skinner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Come back team.
Looking to throw. Skinner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards to go, second down. Play fake, here's Ward. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ward. Finding more on the out route for the completion.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air again, Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, a good to Evans. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Back to throw. Moore. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ward now from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on. Set. Gravity line.
Here's Ward operating from the gun. Got out of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
At the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's Hamilton. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. Hamilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Titans' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Skinner. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Ward now working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action. It's Ward. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Skinner looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. To throw, here's Ward. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now, Ward. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.